and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Action Man Windsurfer Extreme from 2001. So let's take a closer look and see what it actually came with. Okay, because this is quite a bigger set, I've had to come into a different room, so if the sound quality is not so good then you'll have to excuse me. Where to start on this one? There's actually quite a lot to go through with it. First of all, of how impressive it looks. I really like the look of this one. It's got a really nice handle on just here, which I'll give you a closer look at in a minute, and that's so you can hold it and you can swoosh it and mimic riding over waves and everything. It's really nice to hold, even with an adult hand, so that's really good. If I flip it around, the Action Man should actually be clipped on there when he's in windsurfer mode. If I get that on, just like that. So first off, let's start with the figure. So this is the figure that we get with the set. It's got all the good articulation. Mine has actually got a broken arm, so his arm falls off during the review. It's not just happened, it's something that it's a previous injury that he's got. So yeah, it's got the harder moulded arms with the bicep swivel, the ankle, wrist articulation, the elbow articulation. It's also got the blue underpants, so he does have the waist articulation underneath this swimsuit. Down to the knees, it's got the better articulation in the legs, and then he's got these moulded like wet boots, wet shoes on. Maybe you can get that in focus and turn it around to the side. You've got an Action Man logo, and also in the back of here we do get a clip so that he can be clipped onto the windsurfer himself. Then if we look, he's got these goggles that are on the front, and it's that style there, and then obviously it comes with this wetsuit that comes with the Velcro all the way down the back. But all in all, it's a nice enough figure. You can take the wetsuit off him, and you could use him for other missions if you put some other equipment on him. I don't think you'd be able to get many boots over his shoes, unfortunately, so he might just be left with those yellow boots on. But all in all, it's a very nice figure. They also did do a later version of this. Oh, there goes his arm. They did do a later version of this, which was the X Missions Aqua Surf mission, and it's a very similar figure, except his wetsuit's actually moulded all over his body in a black and orange, and the windsurfer's in a black and orange with a little bit of white on as well. So now if we take a closer look at the windsurfer itself. So here, it's going to be quite difficult to get most of this on camera, unfortunately. But here we have a clip that can clip onto here so that you can hold it. It also comes with like a kite function, which I'll show you in a minute. That's the reason why that clips off. Then we've got this string with an attached seat to it, which he does rest in quite well. It holds him. It's just the right distance and amount of string there to hold him in the position so that he can sit back and look like he's in a resting position while he's flying. Like I said, that does clip off as well, and that is for the function when it turns into a kite. If I try and get that for you now, where's the button that I pressed for that one? It is, oh yeah, it's a trigger that is just here. So you press this trigger, if I can get it on camera, there we go, press that trigger and the whole sail unclips away from it. And obviously the idea is that his Action Man is sat in here, and we have the big sail just over there, and he pulls it with the windsurf. I'll show you that one in a second, but let's go on to the windsurf board. So here's a close-up of the board. As you can see here, it's actually really nicely detailed, some good paintwork. I'm liking the Action Man logo, how it's been moulded and painted. There is a bit of overspill on the paint there, but still very vibrant, looks really nice. Lots of texturing on here. They could have left that just plain, but it just adds a lot more detail to it. This doesn't rotate, it's supposed to stay in position. That's where you clip into the sail. And then we've got the boot clips here. I can get it on camera. The boot clips there, clip up onto his feet. We've got these two fins on the side for obviously when he's going through the water. Just gives him a little bit more stability. And then if you flip it over as well, it does have these two fins on the bottom, which are nice detail, but unfortunately when it's then resting on the floor, it's just one of those things that can get broke, and it doesn't glide as well over the floor. So I'm not too sure why they were actually included in the set, because really you could have just had it flat. It's not going to make any difference. It doesn't float on water. Obviously it's just very odd shape and everything, so if you put it on water it's just going to topple over and fall, because it's got no momentum behind it. So really I think they're a little bit unnecessary and could have been left off. But for posing purposes, if you had it up in the air, then yeah, it's great, adds more detail. I'll quickly show you the feet clipping in, but they should clip in quite easy. It's always famous last words that, yeah, that one goes in, and then this one goes in, just like that. Is that in? I think it is, yeah. So that's him on the board there, as you can see. and then I'll show you him sitting with the sail attached like a kite. So here it is in the kite formation. As you can see there, he's like sat back nicely, and then this is the kite that's supposed to be at the front, either an angle like this or up in the air, acts as a sail. But yeah, he pulls him along really nicely. You can like pose him so that it looks like he's doing the jumping, and it looks really effective. Obviously I can't show you a great view of it here because I'd have to like keep moving the camera around and rotating it, but I will try and include some photos at the end of when I've had it out and about. Now another inclusion with this set here is you would normally get two of these projectiles, one in the top, one in the bottom here, and this here is a button that you can press, which just sets the projectile off. It still fires reasonably well, and like you say, you get two of them included. The first one's just to hold the additional ammo, and the bottom one is to fire. Yep, so that works great. Also included, you get this like radar dish that's on the front here, which is just an added thing. And like I say, the handle that you've got to hold on to the sail itself is actually really comfortable to hold, and easily manoeuvrable and everything. And yeah, this is a really good set. It wasn't something that I saw when I was younger, but I very much like this one now that I've got it in my collection. I think it's a great piece. I can't wait to get it up and posed somewhere on display, because I just think it's a really nice looking set. So that was the Action Man Windsurfer Extreme from 2001. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Rawpain reviews.